Traders often say the trend is your friend, meaning that if an asset price is going up, it's more likely to keep going up. If it's going down, it's probably going to keep dropping. But here's the challenge. How do you determine the trend? Sometimes price movements are messy, choppy, and full of noise, making it hard to spot what's really happening. That's where moving averages come in. Whether you're trading stocks, crypto, or forex, moving averages are tools that smooth out the price data and cut through the chaos, making it easier to see the direction of the market. In this video, you will learn what moving averages are and how they work, how to spot trends, identify the optimal entry and exit points, and discover the best moving average trading strategies to make better trades. Alright, so what exactly are moving averages? At their core, moving averages are indicators that take the average price of an asset over a specific period and plot it on a chart. They help smooth out short-term price fluctuations so you can focus on the overall direction of the market instead of getting distracted by every small move. There are three types of moving averages that traders use. First, we have the simple moving average, or SMA. This is the classic version. It calculates the average price over a specific number of periods, say 10, 50, or 200 hours, days, weeks, and gives equal weight to all those data points. For example, a 10-day SMA adds up the closing prices of the last 10 days, divides by 10, and then plots that value on the chart. Each day, it drops the oldest price and adds the newest one, creating a smooth moving line. The SMA is fantastic for identifying long-term trends. A 50-day SMA can show the general direction of the market over the past couple of months, while a 200-day SMA gives an even broader view. The trade-off, though, is that the SMA reacts a bit slower to price changes since it treats all data points equally. This slower reaction means that the SMA is a lagging indicator. While this makes it great for spotting overall trends, it may not always capture sudden changes in the market right away. Next type of moving average is the exponential moving average, or EMA. The EMA works similarly to the SMA, but with one key difference. It puts more weight on recent prices. This makes it more responsive to current market conditions and quicker at detecting changes in momentum. The EMA is great for short-term trades. A 10-day EMA, for example, reacts quickly to recent price movements, making it ideal for day trading or catching short-term reversals. On the other hand, a 50-period EMA strikes a balance between short-term responsiveness and long-term stability, which is why swing traders love this one. Finally, there is the weighted moving average, or WMA. The WMA is like a middle ground between the SMA and the EMA. It gives more importance to recent prices, but instead of using exponential formula like the EMA, it applies a linear weighted system. For example, in a 10-period WMA, the most recent day might get a weight of 10. The second most recent day gets 9, and so on down to the first day, which gets a weight of 1. This makes the WMA more responsive than the SMA, but slightly less reactive than the EMA. It's a great choice if you want something faster than the SMA, but not as responsive as the EMA. Also, similar to the SMA and EMA, the WMA is also a lagging indicator. All three types of indicators have their strengths and weaknesses. The SMA provides a steady, broader picture of the market, while the EMA helps traders react faster to what's happening right now. The WMA, on the other hand, offers a balanced approach, reacts quicker than the SMA without being as sensitive as the EMA. However, because all three are lagging indicators, they work best for identifying trends that have already formed, rather than predicting sudden reversals or future price movements. In this video, we'll mainly focus on the SMA and EMA. These two are most widely used by traders, and I'll show you exactly how to apply them in your trading strategy. Moving averages are one of the most useful tools for traders because they make the market easier to understand. First, they show you the overall direction of the market, whether prices are going up, down, or staying flat. Another amazing feature for MAs is that they also act as dynamic support and resistance. For example, in an uptrend, prices often bounce off a moving average before continuing higher. These bounces can be great opportunities to enter a trade. Finally, moving averages help you ignore all the small, random price fluctuations that don't matter. Instead, they let you focus on the bigger picture so you can make better decisions. No matter what you're trading, stocks, crypto, or forex, moving averages are a simple and a powerful tool to have in your trading arsenal. Now let's talk about how to actually use moving averages in your trading. These strategies are simple to understand and can make a big difference in helping you trade better. Let's start with moving average crossover. The crossover strategy is one of the simplest and most effective ways to use moving averages. It works by combining two moving averages, one that reacts quickly to price changes, the shorter one, and the one that moves more slowly, the longer one. When the shorter moving average crosses above the longer one, it's a signal to buy. When it crosses below, it's a signal to sell. For example, many traders use the EMA 10 and EMA 20 crossover to identify changes in short-term trends. Personally, I prefer the EMA 9 and EMA 20 crossover for my trades. Using the EMA 9 instead of EMA 10 makes the indicator more responsive to short-term price fluctuations, allowing me to spot potential opportunities earlier. However, this increased sensitivity also comes with a trade-off. It can produce more false signals. That's why it's important to use this strategy with caution and always look for additional confirmation using other indicators before taking action. I typically use this strategy on 3-minute and 5-minute charts for day trading because these time frames show quick price movements, which are ideal for shorter term trades. When the EMA 9 crosses above the EMA 20, it signals that the price might start moving up, and I look for a good opportunity to buy. When the EMA 9 crosses below the EMA 20, it suggests that the price might drop, so I consider selling or closing my trade. This strategy is simple and straightforward, which is why it's one of my go-to methods for day trading. Now, while the crossover strategy can be effective on its own, it works even better when combined with other tools. For example, using support and resistance levels can help confirm whether the price is likely to reverse or continue after a crossover. You can also pair it with indicators like the MACD, which measures momentum, or the RSI, which shows whether an asset is overbought or oversold. These extra layers of confirmation make your trades more reliable and consistent, reducing the chances of false signals and improving your overall success. Next, we have the golden cross and death cross, which are two well-known moving average strategies that help identify bigger, longer-term trends. A golden cross happens when the 50-day SMA crosses above the 200-day SMA. This is often seen as a strong signal that the market is moving into an uptrend and that prices could continue to rise. The death cross is the opposite. It happens when the 50-day SMA crosses below the 200 SMA, signaling that the market might be entering a downtrend. These strategies are most effective on daily or weekly charts because they are designed to analyze long-term trends. Traders use them to confirm major market shifts, such as when a stock moves from bearish phase to a bullish phase or vice versa. However, it's important to remember that these crosses aren't a guaranteed signal to trade. As an example, take a look at the false signal that we got during 2020 sell-off in Nasdaq futures. During that period, the 50-day SMA briefly crossed below the 200-day SMA, forming a death cross. At first glance, it seemed like the market was entering a long-term bear market. But shortly after, the price reversed and the market rallied back, making this a false signal. Again, this happens because moving averages are lagging indicators. They rely on past price data to show trends that have already formed, not what's about to happen. That's why it's important not to rely on moving averages alone. Instead, use them as a potential signal for a trade and confirm it with other indicators like support and resistance levels, RSI, or MACD. This extra layer of confirmation can help you filter out false signals and make better trading decisions. That's exactly how I use these indicators too. If you need a refresher on any of the other tools I mentioned, check out my previous videos. Links are in the description below. Another way to use moving averages is by treating them as dynamic support and resistance. These are levels where price tends to stop and reverse directions. So how does that even work? In an uptrend, prices often pull back to the moving average before bouncing back up. For example, the 20 SMA or 50 SMA are commonly used as support levels in an uptrend. When the price touches the moving average and starts going up again, it's often a good chance for traders to enter a trade. In a downtrend, the moving average works as resistance. Prices might rise to touch the moving average, but then fall again. This gives the traders a chance to sell or take a short trade. Most traders use this strategy to enter short to medium-term swing trades, regardless of the time frame. The key here is patience. It's important to wait for the price to bounce off the moving average before entering a trade. This helps confirm the trend and reduces the risk of jumping in too early. All of these strategies have their own strengths and weaknesses. The moving average crossover is perfect for short-term traders who want clear buy and sell signals. However, it can produce false signals in choppy or sideways markets, so it's important to confirm the trend with other indicators before acting. The golden cross and death cross are ideal for identifying major, long-term market trends. The downside is that these signals can be delayed since they rely on long-term moving averages, meaning you might miss the earliest stages of a trend. Using moving averages as support and resistance gives you a reliable trade setup that aligns with the current trend. This strategy works well for both swing trading and day trading, as it helps identify potential entry and exit points during pullbacks or rallies. However, prices don't always respect these levels, especially in a volatile market, so you'll need to be cautious and wait for confirmation before entering trades. You don't have to choose just one strategy. You can combine them based on the market you're trading and your personal trading style. For example, as I mentioned before, I use the 9 and 20 period moving average crossover for trading on short time frames like 3-minute and 5-minute charts. For longer term trades or investments, I rely on moving averages like the 50-day, 100-day, or 200-day SMA and EMA to confirm major trends before making my move. This approach works especially well for planning bigger trades or long-term investments. I always wait for confirmation from these moving averages before jumping in, as they help me stay aligned with the overall trend while minimizing unnecessary risks. If you want to learn more about the indicators like RSI, support and resistance, or candlestick patterns, be sure to check out my previous videos on those indicators. The links are in the description. If you found this video helpful, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for more strategies like this. And don't forget to grab my free trading resources linked in the description. They are packed with tools to help you take your trading to the next level. Finally, leave a comment below and let me know which moving average strategy you're going to try first. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in my next video.